Welcome, delivery family. My name is Kevin. This is my lovely wife.
Leah.
And today we want to give you a breakdown on how you can sign up for Doordash. A lot of people who are Gen Xers or even older than us, young boomers maybe, because we're getting pretty old, are looking to switch things up, start a different career. Leah did a great job on doing an Instacart video, a step-by-step how-to. Today, we want to give you a quick synopsis of how you might want to sign up for Doordash. And I'm going to be asking Leah questions, and Leah's got all the answers. And so she'll take us through how to sign up. All right, Leah, so Doordash, the most popular of delivery apps, especially for young people. How do we get signed up for it initially?
Okay, so it's super simple actually. So you go to dasher.doordash.com, or you can download and install the Doordash Dasher app, and then you just select the option to become a Dasher. You put in your email address, phone number, your zip code. Again, just like with Instacart, you'll have to search and see if there's availability in your zip code, or maybe a nearby zip code that you can get started with. And then you just create an account, a login, and then you get ready to start the process.
So some of the personal information that people are going to have to give out to Instacart to sign up, I know a lot of us that are a little older get paranoid about giving out this information, but what can we expect to give out to Doordash to get signed up for that?
So you can expect to give at least 2 different forms of government ID, such as your driver's license, maybe a passport, your social security card. You definitely do have to give them your social security number. You also have to consent to a background check. And part of that background check is they use that social security number to look up and see if you have any driving record, any criminal history, anything like that. They only go back for like 7 years, I think, like that. So you should be pretty good. If they don't do like minor infractions, things like that, just bigger things. But you can definitely expect to be giving them some information. They do it securely. It's not something that's just floated out for everybody to see.
It's not like the Oregon DMV without a credit hack, right? Or big hack.
Okay.
So the delivery method. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So you can specify whether you're going to be driving a car, riding a bike, riding a scooter, maybe a motorcycle, whether you're walking. There's no specific requirement for the type of vehicle that you are driving. They just want to know what you are driving so they can kind of give their customers an estimated time on how long it's going to take you to get to them.
If you live in a big city, you might be able to just Doordash by walking it around.
Or riding your bike.
Or riding a bike.
Those are easy. I know even in a little bit bigger communities, I still see motorcyclists and ones on their scooters or their motorized scooters, I should say, and like moped type things.
Okay, so we've got our information turned into Doordash. We have a car or a scooter or whatever we're going to use for our mode of transportation. We've completed our background check, Leah. Now, what can we expect to receive from Doordash? How does it work now?
So whether or not you have downloaded the Dasher app or not, you need to have that. Once you get on there, you do have to complete your setup. You've got to sign all your contracts, accept the terms and conditions, things like that once you get into your app. After that, you might get actually a Dasher kit thing from Doordash. I think they started doing this right after I started, maybe like 6 months or so after I started, because I didn't get one, which was very sad. But you possibly could get like a food warming bag. You will get your red card, debit, credit card from them in case there are things that you need to purchase. Sometimes they have shopping orders as well. So you might get those things. Well, you'll definitely get your red card, but you might also get some swag from them, just to kind of show that you're a Dasher.
Okay, so it's important when you get those things that you utilize them, especially the warming bag. Now, Leah and I, we have a link for the bags that we use in our stuff below, right? We have a nice warming bag that we got off Amazon, and then we also have a nice pizza bag that we also got off Amazon.
Yeah, we have. So our big catering bag is our big red bag that we've talked about before. We also have some smaller, more like grocery type or grocery size warming bags that we have. We don't use them as often, but we definitely they are useful. And then we have our pizza bag that is as a go-to for us.
All right, so we got through all this. We made it out. Now we are on day one. We have our DoorDash app opened up, ready to go. Okay, so what happens? Tell me what happens.
Okay, all right.
I'm all excited.
You're all excited. So when you open your app, you'll see a map of your area. It might have different sections that are gray or red or pink, depending on how busy they are. For your first 100 deliveries, you get to dash anytime you want. They want you to get out there, get going, and really get an idea of how to do this. So they give you the opportunity for those first 100 dashes to just do whenever. It's not till after that it's really based on your rankings and things like that, how well you're doing as to whether or not you get to dash anytime you want or not.
Let's break that down just a little bit. What does anytime dashing mean exactly?
It means that you can go get in your car, go to wherever you want to be delivering food from, turn it on, and start delivering.
Now that is for your first 100 deliveries. You get access to that right away. And that's to encourage people to stick with it, right?
It is. It's to encourage people to get to know how the app works, all of the different features about it, and then also, just showing them that, hey, you can stay busy doing this if you're doing a good job about it.
Yeah. So it's a good feature, especially when you're first learning. And DoorDash, as we've said before, was our number one go-to for a long time. It's not anymore, but we think that it's a good one to start off with, learning how the process works. Okay, Leah, you talked about gray zone, red zone, pink zone. What does that mean in the DoorDash world?
So gray zone means that it's either not busy or there's already enough dashers working that they don't need more people.
Okay.
Pink is like, yeah, you can work, but it's not super busy, but we could probably give you some orders. It also gives a little bar graph on those zones, not on the gray, but on any color, red or pink zone. It has a little bar graph that is an indicator of how busy it is. So you can tell by that too. It'll say busy, very busy, extremely busy. Yeah. So you can kind of know what you're getting into.
Now, I've noticed, and this is for our rookie people here, when is the best time to dash, and what about incentives?
Okay, so best time to dash, I would say anytime is really good, but best times are going to be like Thursday night through Saturday night.
And why is that?
Well, it's kind of towards the end of the week. People are ordering food for dinner a little bit more because they've taken their lunches and they've made their home cooked meals for the rest of the week, and now they're tired and they're like, let's just order something.
Yeah.
And then weekends, it's like, hey, we've got a group of people over. I don't want to have to go get food, or I don't want to go to a restaurant. I just want to sit in my home. And so they'll order things. As for incentives, they also do, DoorDash offers incentives. They will make certain times they'll add on to the money that you're making during those times. So like per order, they'll add like $1.50 or up to like $3 or $4 or $5 more per order.
Sometimes it gets pretty good
during those times. Yeah. Sometimes they can, and sometimes they double up too. They might overlap in their times that they're giving the incentive. So those are really good times to work. Just remember, everybody works during those times. So unless you're like top dasher or doing really good, it's great to have that, but you might not necessarily get more orders during that time.
So what do you think DoorDash is thinking behind these incentives at those times?
They're trying to get more people to work.
Yeah. I always thought that one of the benefits for DoorDash as a corporation is those are super busy, and the people that are only tipping a couple bucks, that incentive moves that couple bucks up to maybe the $5 to $7 range.
Yeah, it makes it so that the Dashers will take the orders.
Yeah, otherwise you're not taking the orders, right?
Right.
Okay, so with that in mind, we talked about the best times to do it and the days of the week. Can you stay busy 24 hours a day, you think? Or do you think that there's certain times where you just can't be busy enough?
I'm sure there are probably certain times that are like just little down times. Like I'll maybe I don't know, 10 to 11 in the morning, or like 2 to 3 or 4 in the afternoon, kind of get a little bit slow because you're right in between all those meal times.
Yeah. So that's kind of a breakdown of DoorDash and the steps that you want to go through to get signed up, get going, get out the door. If you're going to do it, make sure you stick with it. It could be something that can help you pay off some bills. It could be something that maybe you're tired of your job and you want to try something else in life. It could work. But don't give up on it. It'll be a learning curve. It was a learning curve for us. It'll be a learning curve for you. And we want to make sure that you do well. That's why Leah and I started this channel, because we've been doing this for a long time and we have near 8,000, if not more, successful deliveries. And so we look forward to helping you out along the way. Just be positive with each other and get along well and do the best that you could possibly do each time out. And we'll talk to you soon. And again, my name was Kevin, and this is my lovely wife,
Leah.
And also, we have a code at the bottom to.
Actually, DoorDash does not have a referral
We do
code
not have a referral
right
code for DoorDash at this
point.
point.
Have one right now.
But sometimes they do.
It depends on your area. So if you know someone else in your area that's doing it, they possibly might have a referral code, but it just depends on the area.
All right. Well, I think that one about wraps it up for DoorDash. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.